Hello, hello. Okay, let's get started. Got myself a tea. And we can continue where we left off yesterday. Now, funnily enough, so we migrated stuff here for the metal mine, as we remember. Actually found some bugs in regards to that feature. So I checked the error log afterwards, and apparently when I was playing around, I triggered some kind of error. Nothing which impacts the game, but theoretically it could lead to, well, some kind of exploit if you want to. I'm not going into detail. But interestingly, I fixed it by now. But it's not in this branch right now here. So we are playing without the fix because it's not necessary. I don't want to switch versions too much now. Yeah, we were progressing here, constructing infrastructure. However, we have done the reform to aristocracy. And aristocracy, where we lost a lot of loyalty here. So whatever we do now, it will definitely probably hit our income. Which isn't bad, but it's something we can feel. Now, we are still locked into the regency, which is a problem. So, oh, wait a second, that's a little bit loud actually. So audio, I think I'm going to turn down no, music is fine, but ambient and effects. And something like this. Just tell me something if it's too loud or anything. Yeah, basically, we are still locked into the regency for the next 2 years, and then we finally have an heir, king again, sultan in this way. And then we could go after Ajuran and Mombasa, which is our goal here. We could also go after these guys here, or Sindh, but they are all too strong right now. So instead we are going to wait out our regency here. Keep an eye on our stability. Now we can't do anything here. Burger tax relief, social mobility. We want aristocrats right now, even though we prefer burgers basically. We can already check how strong they are. Feel free to ask questions in the chat when you join. They have 11k. Well, whatever. Won't hurt us here. So let's go to the port already. We don't need to pick this tech here. We just need to expect that they will put up a little bit of a resistance here. And we can actually... Wait a second, we don't need to make a spy network in Sindh anymore. Instead we can make one in Ajuran here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I want to handle them right now. I mean, we could release Hopjo here as a new vessel and then just feed it the other part of Ajuran. Or we just annex it for admin. It's mostly Somali culture and it's Sunni, so that should be fine. On the other hand, we want to get to... We want to get to admin 26 as fast as possible. But I think even if we invest 400 into coring here, that should still be fine. So that should be a problem. And the biggest question really is now, how do we continue in regards to annexations? We could annex Vasangali here as soon as possible. I'm leaning towards that because we still have Denkali and Ifat here as potential vessels. And we of course And well, Mombasa, we want to integrate Mogadishu basically as fast as possible as well. That's already in a year. We are going to pull in Mombasa, which is this one here. And I want to vassalize these guys actually. Oh, they took Zanzibar. Ah, one more reason to do this. So Zanzibar is gone? Oh yeah, Zanzibar itself is actually gone. And Malindi here is a vassal state of Ajuran, so they're getting pulled in as well. I'm just worried that we can't take everything here. But... And they don't have a separate alliance, which means that we can co-belligerent them. Which probably is a good idea. So we can make a peace and just annex everything down here. And there we are. Our new king is on. Our new sultan. Do we need the siege No, I don't think we need the siege ability here. Oh, perfect. Trade skill and trade power abroad. That's the best one we can get, a trader. And urban skill. Oh yeah. Let's boost that economy even further. And we get into position. And go after. Ooh, he's calm. Nice. Not so bad after all. And let's go. We do... Bazangali Reconquest. Ah, they still have court here, right? Maybe we do the Reconquest actually, and then we annex the rest. Maybe that's a good idea actually. But I'm not sure if I can core them, but whatever. And Mombasa will be main co-belligerent here. Oh, our stability is too low. Okay. So, what can we do to improve stability here? Probably not much, actually. Oh, it's going up, though. We just have to wait until we are at stability 2. We don't need to take any tax here. Because we don't need to. We can, however, invest further into our commerce here. So let's continue building this up. We are going to invest 50 into Lahish and Aden itself. Sana right now is probably not... they are maxed out again. They are getting converted as well. So... Wait a second. Is that the harborage we want already? No, that's the AI built something a little bit here. Now we have a harborage. Pathing still needs to be done as well. So that's actually next here. Yeah, that's going to be next. Pathing level 1. 400 is what we need to save up. Okay. And also we need to consider that we maybe want to build pathing here in Aden as well, because that's also going to give us, I think from level 2 onwards, something for commerce as well. Ooh, that's still hot on the coffee, tea here. Well, welcome to the stream. Feel free to chat. Hello. So I think I'm going to just leave the northeast here for the moment. We can still consider to maybe plunder Baluchistan at some point again. It's not really worth it because of attrition. And I'm actually considering if we maybe can pull off an alliance with Alvar here. Only for the purpose of slapping Ethiopia. Because we know that Alvar already won a war against Ethiopia. Probably barely. Because they annexed Semien here. So we could maybe ally them, use them to break Ethiopia, and then abandon them afterwards when we achieved our goals here, which is basically everything east of the mountain range here for the moment. So basically from here, maybe here, something like that. That's what we can integrate easily, most likely. And yeah, we still have our stability problem is crazy. Let's check our values here actually. So stability so far. SSS stability spy network. Yeah. We have minus 100 plus 100% actually. Whew. Yeah, that will take time to recover from. We just need to get to level to stability 2 to actually declare war. So we're waiting for something like the grain dole to expire or the tax relief here. Yeah, that's happening. This yeah, fine. Give me more aristocrat. So tax relief is going to expire and grain dole as well. So I assume that we can declare war later in this year. And go plunder Ajuran. And get Mombasa and Zanzibar into the realm. And is there anything else we can do in Aden except building infrastructure? There we are. Stability. So let's go. Let's go, go, go. We go after Hirap. Yeah, Mombasa should be co-belligerent here. Let's go. And let's hunt the Ajuran army. We take these provinces up here. Or maybe we actually don't. We hunt the army immediately here before they siege it down already. And we bring our navy down here to blockade them. Come on. Yeah, maybe we should have positioned us down here, but looting a little bit doesn't hurt as well. And we are going to restore the grain dole immediately because of our pretty heavy unrest and stability problems here. Is our general okay? He's not really okay. Let's recruit a new one. Yeah, that's better. We still don't have a siege one, which is annoying, but doesn't matter. Let's turn the music a little bit down. Pillage this and continue onward here. So basically all the armies here in the north are gone. They are now boxed into the south, which is useful. If the music is too loud or anything else is too loud, just tell me. Come on, game. Oh, why does it take so long this time? Scandinavia declared war on Bohemia for a succession. What? What? What succession was that? Mecklenburg succession. Oh, interesting. But actually they formed Scandinavia as predicted, so that's interesting. There was a really aggressive Denmark we saw, and Norway. Yeah, we're just going to siege our way down south here. And we're not going to care about Ajuran itself. Our vessels can do this for us, as they're already doing here. So they can just siege. We're going to give everything to Vasangali as soon as we can. And we move south to Mombasa and Zanzibar here to take this over. I assume that I'm going to full annex Mombasa and then release Zanzibar from it. Which is probably in regards to how much they like us the best solution. Because if we vassalize Mombasa, they will hate us for it. And I don't want to invite anything which might invite Liberty Desire, unnecessary one. So our vessels are doing good work over there. Now we can actually build the pathing in Tihamat Al-Janan. Pronunciation, please don't complain. So the next investment we want to do is probably upgrading amenities here. Yeah, definitely. So let's investigate how expensive they would be. Level 3, 970. Yeah, that's expensive. That's going to take a while. We also should save up a little bit of cash for the investments, the automatic investments in our realm here. Come on. Do they move south now? I'm not sure. Okay, we are going to provide all of these to Vasangali here. And now the big question is, can we, if we were to do this, yeah, we could take the other stuff for us. Can we take everything? We can't. Oh, that's annoying. That's super annoying. So Vasangali has as cores only these ones. Okay, so we have to change that a bit. So these two are not... there's a claim here. And you have some claims down here. So why not? We can give these 3 to Mogadishu. Maybe we can decrease... What? Why couldn't I pick this one? Interesting. So we can't take them in one go. Which means that we are going to leave something like this here. Probably. So that goes all to Mogadishu and this part goes to Valsankali here. Alright. Including this one. Yep. And then we take the rest for us in another war. It doesn't matter right now. We don't need to do everything in one go. And we should tell our vessels to actually siege so that they start moving southward and help us here. That was Melindi. And now we go to Mombasa. Even though we are going to loot this, it's going to... Why can't we move? Okay, let's loot it first and then... Okay, now we can move. Interesting. Problem is that Zanzibar has a fort, but we... Yeah, it still has the separatism. So that's a good thing for us. We definitely need cannons. Now we have to be careful because anytime Ajuran actually could surrender, which would be annoying. And maybe we want to actually move over here via our ships. So why would you walk on these ships? Come on. Go take the ships here. And then go there. Don't tell me you move there. Are they going to defend me here? No, they are not. How's Kilvar, by the way? End of an era. Longbowmen will be removed. Yeah, okay. So we actually probably get a claim or reconquest Casus Belli from releasing Zanzibar here. Which means we could continue conquering into Kilvar right away. And make our path further south towards the... I'm not sure how it's called. This region down here. No, I have no idea. But basically the region down here. To start taking them over there, if we can. Probably a bit early right now, but... Ooh, we don't have manpower left. Where did that go? Ugh. Secularization has expired on our church. They are down to 13%. That's fine. We are going to reduce tributes here again. And we need to... Actually, we can do special commissions here for once. Because we have basically won the war already. That won't hurt us. It will just take time here to siege everything. Interesting. So we need another fleet here. And then we lost the... Oh, okay, interesting. No. We just don't have enough ships to blockade everything here. What? That's not enough. Oh, because it's so much development. Mombasa has 37. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of aggressive expansion here, actually. So they will like me. Not. Urban autonomy. Do we want to increase burger power? I think we don't want to, and we do have enough loyalty here. Should support commerce again. Yeah. That should be fine this way. We are going to actually spare them. And we're going to move back onto the fleet here. Okay. We don't really have the loyalty this time for these kind of reforms, so we have to do -5 loyalty here. Which is annoying. But I guess that's... Oh no. They actually went here to the... I cannot click on it. Yeah, that will be fast. Okay. And then we just fight it out with them. We just take it back again when Mombasa has fallen. That was fast. We are not going to make peace yet. Come on. Come on. But taking over Mombasa here and vassalizing all these things here will open up that market for us, which is going to be very, very useful. And the goals are, of course, to open this market here in the south and Madagascar as a market, for which we definitely need exploration to just reveal everything, so we can trade with it. We are not going to loot it. We're going to fight this army, and now they have surrendered, which is a problem. Come on, come on, come on. And now we move to Zanzibar again. We have to hurry up here. To see if Mombasa would do... We can't... How are we going to do this? Are we actually vassalizing Mombasa though? So we want separate peace with Mombasa here. Oh, that's going to be expensive. We need the dip actually. How much death is in here? Oh, another 12. Interesting. So the armies are gone, but we are getting a lot of work social now because they have surrendered. So we have to be careful here. On. Yeah, maybe we should have taken one province here in the earlier peace deal just to have the coring range. But, yeah. My mistake. Now, we want to give the... Oh, we can't? Oh, no, we can't. Come on. -7. Yeah, plus 0.006 already. Just be faster. Yeah, it's okay. War exhaustion is still fine, but we still have the unrest problems from our pretty poor stability here. Francesco Forza. Spare them again. And ooh, we lose a lot of stuff here actually in this fleet battle. Come on. So Mombasa, I want you. There we go. Utterly defeated. We take all the cash we can. Mombasa will not like it, of course, so they will be disloyal here. The alternative is to release Zanzibar, but they only get these two provinces. No, I want them. So, all the cash and make them a vessel. There we go. Of course, they will really not like this. So that's something we have to work on. Placate them. And now we just... oh, it's no longer saved up here. Do the reconquests here and the annexations here. Need our diplomats back. Put money on top of it. And let's do it. There we go. Doesn't fit our agenda to marry them. Hello, Nestor. There we go. We enlarged our subjects. And now we actually want to go here. And our fleet needs to repair. Ah, we only had transport ships here. That's why we had these kind of poor fights. Now, what did we get here? Yeah, we're going to take trade efficiency and ship trade power. There we are. And next piece we are going to take Malindi and the remnants of Adjuran here. And actually, can we start on the annexations here? Yes, we can. And now we have to be... We have to change focus here to dip now. For our exploration goal. The military goals are far away anyway. Broken Merchants has expired. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So, yeah, it wouldn't have been necessary to drive the fleet over there. Now we can increase our trading ships actually, which we do. And the question is, do you have claims here? Yeah, on Kilva actually. They will probably hate us. Yeah, but maybe actually we don't want to move our army away from here. This is fine here. So our fleet can stay there for the moment. We are annexing Wasangali first, Mogadishu second. But we have to be very conservative with dip right now. So we should be careful that we only conquer stuff which doesn't cost us dip. So we go after these claims here. But also announce these things here as... What's that? Mafia. Interests, basically. So up to here. And, ooh, these two ports, yes. Mozambique port, exactly. So we... 44 more years left here. Stabilities, loyalties are pretty decent currently. Aristocracy is now in play, which is going to move a lot of wealth away from the nobles into burghers and peasants and residents and whatnot. Yeah, as discussed, we want to do the amenities here next. Let's actually check our commerce here. 524. Throughput has a bit fallen. Fine though. We still need more residents urgently. Ooh, our trauma went up because of the low stability that we had for a while. But we're still growing quite nicely here. But the biggest problem is actually that we have trauma. Probably across the empire. So we have to build up stability again and make that go away. So maybe declaring war is not the best call right now. Yeah, let's wait out this war exhaustion here before we do anything else. Trade went down to 7.33 actually. I'm not sure why. Actually, what's our force limit now? Because the manpower seems extremely low. Maybe we have a problem there. But probably it will get better when we integrate Vasangali and get new tribe provinces where we can... Yeah, we are down to 11. Where we can get new manpower and such. But basically, the whole military is still driven from tribes. Osmorgan here is still allied to them. Ooh, but they got rid of their tributary. Do we have a diplomatic slot? No. We don't. But we can remember this. And these guys... Ooh. Wait a second. We want these guys as vassal. Definitely. They are extremely close to being one. So we can put up an alliance. We have an alliance. We can put up a guarantee. That would be a really nice vessel here. It's a bit dangerous in the end. We might want to sell these provinces here to Iran, for example, return them, just to make sure that we are not getting any kind of wars because of that. They don't really give us anything because they're desert anyway. But vassalizing them would be nice. Encroachment of the... Yeah, it's fine. Give them a bit more power in these provinces. And we're going to construct the... Oh, it's too early. It's almost 1000 by now. How are we doing here? Harwich is done. And we are now to 50 here. Trade connection is directly from Aden, which is 388, if I'm correct in my memory here. Yeah, that's Aden. So that works. And then when the pathing is done, Sana can get that as well. So currently they get it from 266, which I think was Al-Badia. 2666, yeah, Al-Baida. We need the pathing here, and then probably we can connect these provinces here to a better path. Or at least CE path, however you want to call that. Actually, do we have... Yeah, we can't go to federalism here. We're far away from this. We also have to work on state reach soon. Oh, that was a very big investment again. Actually, we should make sure again that everything we have is part of that. Investor. I'm not sure if it adds automatically. Would need to read the code what it actually does here. So that we invest in everything what is Yemen currently. How's our metal mine doing? it can use more money to expand. Metropolitans are in charge again. Also, we should probably invest here again. Yeah, can't hurt. Just boost up these metal mines. Ah, they're getting converted right now. Yeah, oh, commerce is crazy. They invested 30 ducats and 24 into fisheries. The state really wants to buy out property, apparently. That's interesting. Now, what would be interesting is to see. So we have 500, roughly 500 commerce here, and we do have about 300 commerce here. So we have a total of 800 commerce in these two provinces here. And let's compare that to other provinces, actually. So let's see what, for example, Cairo is pulling out. Cairo is doing 92 commerce and 109 here and another 28 here. So they are only at like 200 in total. Damascus is doing 58 only. Let's check the main European ports. So Genoa is doing 330. That's pretty decent. And Venice is doing 230. Yeah, so we are much larger than the European ports currently. Because we are dealing between Mamluks and India here. We can't yet here. But ooh, we can. Let's wait until this. Yes, perfect. We can invest the favors that we got with them. And that might do something already. But trade favors for trust. All the 90 that we have. And that pulls us up to 86. Yeah, not much is missing until we can vassalize them, actually. Now, more importantly, however, is that we start improving on our vessels here. Because they are all unruly currently. Yeah. Better diplomatic tech than we do. Yeah, we're going to do dip tech when... that's 3 years from now. Let's do it now, just to get the Liberty Desire slightly down. Same here with the tech here. Get more property done. Therefore, we can expand our industries a bit again. So we're not going to get much from the tech that we just did, but like 10 or 20 farmlands probably here on top from the new technology. It's going to be nice there. The annexation here is extremely slow, or rather very expensive. 577 dip. Do they have that much dip? Treaty of Lodi. Interesting. Vasangali has, 96 development. Mostly rural though. Yeah, we only have 500. That's a lot actually that we integrate here. Now, do we want to? I don't know. It's wrong right now. There is the next idea group. Which would be exploration. And exploration, that's the problem, is diptech. So we have a multitude of problems here. We need to get 25 dip as technology to get the islands in the Indian Ocean. What part is Madagascar? Is that East Africa? Is that Indian Ocean? Is it South Africa? Or is Madagascar separate? No, it's not. So I know that there is a trade post province in the south, I think it was. That was something I would like to get. How? Is it colonial regions? East Africa Charter. So I assume it's part of subcontinent, East Africa. Ah, here, East Africa expedition target. These as well. No, that's okay. That's Indian Ocean expedition target, and these ones are East African. And these islands here, I don't know, but they are also. So Indian Ocean is what we need, which is 25 if I. Yeah, 25. Oh, come on. We gave... We're going to do this to the chiefs here. And then we put stuff into the nobles again. I think that's most important here right now. Now what we really would like is to get the islands here and here. I'm not sure how they are called. And maybe we can get the Seychelles, no, it's not Seychelles, these ones here. Seychelles is down here somewhere, I think. Was it here? I don't know. And we can get these ones here, Andaman Islands. That would be really nice to have these as jump points towards the east. And making sure that the Europeans are not getting these trade post provinces there. Now, we are going to build amenities here for more resident population. And we're going to also use that to immediately throw some... it's still a merchant there. He just started a new... But they should be finished soon, right? Yeah, it's 44% already. We still continue with our grain doles and stuff. There we are. +2 stability despite all the negatives? Interesting. We are really stable right now. That's good though. And important. Now, to conserve dip power, we want to have high prestige, because that reduces annexation costs. We also want to pull our legitimacy up, which we could do maybe with the interaction with the clergy, if I remember correctly. So we could explore that avenue here, leverage them. Do we have anything in this regard? 0.2 legitimacy. Because it's 30 dip. I don't want to. No. Can we take stuff from them again? The power is declining. Their wealth has stabilized on a lower level now. What's the income there? Property is 200 of their income. They have donations. They're not really paying taxes there. Alright. Yeah. Clergy is basically not paying taxes, even though we have them as taxpayers. Great. Did we do the wrong reform here? So church authority. Sovereign. As a sovereign state, independent from the actual state authority. Church is an arm of the state. Nah, it's the right law that we are on. We just can't tax them harder because we don't have really proper tax laws currently. That's our biggest problem still. There's no end in sight to that problem. Okay, Mombasa is getting better in the Liberty Desire department. The others are still extremely high. Even at all from the other vessels, basically. Yeah, we have to integrate now. They're getting too strong, and we have to be careful because if we expand further, the vessels get even stronger. So maybe we should just hold back for the moment here. And work towards bettering our economy. Now, we can investigate Musketeer again. They went up to 46 commerce there, which is good. And their burgers are growing. So which means we can invest like, I don't know, 20 into this. We have Amenities 1 present here. They can... they are already above it. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we want a Haverage 3 here to help them in their commerce problem. To get these ones also going. So let's investigate the price point for this. So infrastructure, Haverage 3 here. Oof, 1,000. No, I don't think that's worth 1,000. Because for 1,000 we could also upgrade Lahish here to level 2. And or upgrade this harbor even further. Which is almost done, actually. Yeah, that's going to be a massive boost as well when this one upgrades. So we should instead look at Lahish here. And, ooh, that costs 1,100 to get this Harborage level up. Ooh, expensive. But everything for the trade god here, I guess. Ooh, we can invest again. They are above 90% again. Al-Mukha here probably also has a little bit of commerce. Yeah, 74. They're not good enough to properly pull through. Layla here is something we would really like to integrate because it's also a really nice port which we could use for commerce. And it even has 27 commerce with only 93 skill. So if we were to take this over, we could basically get this to almost 100 commerce with the burgers they have, just because of our higher skill cap. The biggest problem of fear for us is, of course, that empires built on trade are not necessarily staying rich here. Because due to the fact that our main good of trade currently is food and exotics, so if anything happens to the food supply in India, for example, they get a better source somewhere, then we lose a lot of value. There's still a massive amount of unresolved food and fiber. So there is still huge potential to expand. Naval is also something. Exotics is also a big deal here. 14,000, almost 15,000. Man, that's a lot. Maybe that explains why we are so rich. Is there anything else we can loot? So we were considering to ally with Alvar. Actually, our army can train here. You know what? Let's attack down here. I'm bored. Let's get some additional money for the trade chest here. So we are going to declare war for Zanzibar Pia, whatever that is. translated. Probably Zanzibar on the coast or something. I don't know. And finish this up here. Peasant War in Muscovy. We should... yeah, severe looting again. We are going to not care about these tribal provinces. Just want the money. They do have... so how many claims do we have here? Up to here. They took over again. Nice. That's going to increase our income significantly. Which currently went down significantly. Why though? Yeah, tax income dropped. Is it our... no, corruption is fine. I'm not sure why our income dropped that significantly. Or is it our property that got... so... no, the burghers are just paying a lot less to us currently. Only 32. Normally they pay like 80 or 90. Maybe... no, they're still extremely profitable. Plus 450. Okay, let's continue here. That was a nice chunk of cash. Actually, we can just move forward here. We don't need to take attrition on the same spot here. Musan Bingi. What is that? Is it... yeah, okay, it's this guy down here. So we are going to fight them, actually. We should easily defeat them. We had 24... oh, no, they have the same tech, actually. Whew, that was... surprisingly bloody. Losses were higher than expected, but fine. Let's not complain here. We get cash for it. But the global economy... these provinces are not important for the global economy here. It's mostly tribal stuff, so that's really not important. If you loot Egypt, then you are definitely in for a lot of pain. Because Egypt is basically the source of our wealth right now, even though they hate us. Actually, we should improve relations again. Without that food here, a lot of the economy would collapse. While these provinces here... ah, okay, maybe... no! Ah, that's bad. Dankali gets supported by the Mamluks. What do we have here? Oh, it's game industry. Probably they have ivory, right? Yeah, I added ivory here. Long time ago. Yeah, they're making a lot of money from this. Maybe I hurt myself by looting this, but it's fine. I guess. I hope. And am I going to fight them again here? Yeah, come on. Loot is loot. A loot kilver, of course. I'm sorry. At least a little bit. And then we take also this Mozambique port here. Cash in on this one. Doesn't really have much though. I'm not going to siege this. I'm going to move home again already. So, why did you not take the port? Weird. So, our unruly subjects. Vasangali is still loyal, that's good, because we are still integrating them. What do we need to have loyal though? I'm not sure how we want to do this. So, you go there. These... Oh, wait a second, this wasn't... Oh, this is claimed by Mombasa. So these 3 go to Mombasa. Well, yeah, I'm importing a lot of food from from Egypt. That's the problem, basically. Okay, we are going to make peace here. Just take the ones which... Ooh, that's a lot of aggressive expansion, actually. Who's going to... nobody we care about. So... Give me the cash, please. 132. There we are. And now, let's check the truce with Adjuran. 9 years. And we are not going to attack these ones anytime soon again. So I think this is the time where we can move our army home. And Mombasa wants a royal crown. Why not? I don't mind about that. Mombasa is now loyal, which is really good. And now we need to work on Mogadishu again. Because they are going to be the next one to annex. And actually, our instability has run out a while ago, so we can consider what to do next. If you make enough food, you can loot basically anyone and massively boost your own economy in the process. Yeah, that's true. But we are not producing enough food. We are definitely on a deficit here. And so we shouldn't touch Egypt at all. We can replace some of our food supply later on here in the East African bits, especially in this area here, which we want to give to Ifat at some point and then integrate. They have a lot of farmland, but a lot of tribes as well. But it's a potential we can grow. And India currently has an extremely high price, so that's a problem. As we can see here, there are parts of India which are completely collapsing in food price here currently. So their food is went up to 20 or 16. And they are really struggling here currently because they can't feed themselves, basically. And, well, food is cheap. Yeah, 28 here, so 7. And 29, yeah. So our regions here have food prices in the normal range. Yeah, the West Coast, I already have a claim here on Sindh, which is also a food region, but we can't attack them because of the alliance to Mongol Ulus here, which is way too strong currently. Even though they are falling behind on tech, so give it another 20 30 years and then we can risk it. But not right now. Also, taking Sindh will really make people hate us here in the Indian subcontinent, which we don't need to do just yet. Another food source which is underestimated most of the time is Madagascar itself. That's something we want to do as well. So when we get exploration, we can get vision on this, we can get a trade post here, and then we can get relatively cheap stuff from here. So currently their food price is 6, which is decently high, but we can make use of that terrain there or the provinces there. We maybe want to take them over even. Because nobody knows them, so nobody cares about the aggressive expansion. Even though that would be very expensive in regards to admin. But it might be worth it. Only downside is that it would be a trade post province. It's not... I think it's considered overseas. We can check it once. Come on. I think the overseas was from here onward. So, overseas, let's see. Yeah, it's overseas for us. So, we can't call it or state it. We can call it, but we can't state it. Which is very sad because it would be really, really much development and resources we can pull out of Madagascar because of the population they have. Sint has insulted us. Oh, come on, really? No, can't attack them. We are back to 13. That's good. So our manpower is recovering. Annexation is also at 60%. We can, however, do this tech here. Yeah, we need to save up dip. Ah, Storm. Yeah, we have a crisis for dip points currently. I mean, we want to do naval as well to then get exploration. So, what units can we upgrade? Ah, bombards, okay. Mogadishu wants a royal marriage. Yes, please. Actually, do we have everywhere one? We're getting advancements of the merchant class quite often currently. That's quite interesting. We can also do a royal match with Mogadishu here. Who else? Dankali, but they are unruly. Yeah. They don't want to. Yeah, because of plus... it's not said how much they get from the Mamluks actually. But too much. Abyssinian Highlands and Arabian Ghoul. Ah, we don't care. Oh, wait a second. We can already end. Let's continue working on the vassalization of Osmogan here, which we should accept as soon as Vasangali is through. And we also should start working on the alliance here. So we just need relations. And then we can go after Ethiopia here. Which would be nice. Ooh, investment. Actually, let's check it out. So they wanted to invest in Socotra here. Marahan. Osmo Sums there. Bit more here. Industrial. Oh, there was something, a large amount in fishery actually. That's fine. Actually, wasn't there something that we couldn't open fishery somewhere? We have fishery here now, but there's still forestry missing. So we can do this. There we are. Was it here? Yeah, forestries and fisheries are missing here. Fishery here is the best source for food, actually. And now we got everything. Yeah, and actually we want to invest 10 into fishery here and here. Rashafun has fishery, 10 of it. So actually let's invest 10 into fishery here as well. Yeah, the problem here with Osmogan is just relations right now. So they are missing 8. It's not a problem to get. We can do this by trust, which we can change again. Or we just recruit a bit more army, or we do the dip rep exchange here. Probably we just do the dip rep from the nobility to get above the threshold. Let's see, actually, we can do... Yeah, we can do these things here. So let's leverage the aristocrats here. And also do yield concessions to stay roughly same. And now we already are very close. So let's wait until the relations are high enough. Increase the trusts, and then we have them as a vessel. But we have 800 ducats again. Nice. Question is where to put it. I also want to build irrigations at some point. I was also considering to force migrate some nomads out of my core provinces here. We could actually look at that right now. So we still have about 10,000 here, about 15,000 here, 11,000 here. We have 5,000 here and 11,000 here. So basically we take this province, this province, this province, and this province here. Now we need to find somewhere where we want to move them. For example here, because it has farmland. Or here is or this one. No. Or this one. Yeah, this one is the closest. So we basically move population here. We want to move like 2,000. We want to from 2 nomads. It cost us 234 ducats. Yeah, and 76 military. I would say yes. Let's get them out of our core provinces, which will free up real estate for our peasants. Because right now the nomad industry here is occupying 40 farmland, which could produce food or sugar. I don't like. So now we have some more nomads here. No, not. Where did we move them? What? Is it not shown here? Did they get subtracted? Yes, they are gone. Okay. And maybe it already disappeared with the monthly tick. So just make room for proper agriculture here, which we are lacking. And now we're at 183 here. The integration is done in about 2 years. Why did that go up? What? We are going to improve. Actually, we are going to promote sexualization here again. So make the church even weaker. And we are going to buff the... we can't right now. Okay. But when we can, the next time we are going to do this. And we're going to trade it for a little bit of state reach. Because we have this merchant class thing, right? Leverage influential burghers for 4 years still. That's why we can't do this, what I wanted to do. Is our pathing ready? Yeah, pathing is done. So we are up to 64%. It was 50 before. And Thana is now down to 20. Oh, it's up to 25 actually. And it changed from Al-Baida to Tiamat here, which is the 474. And autonomy is not moving yet, but it definitely halved in regards to the negative. So next step would... Yeah. I mean, what do we have here? 64%. Probably pathing to... So we have a relatively large topography malus here. 1.5 and 2.0 here. And pathing will... We are currently at... Yeah, it would increase it significantly. The next level. So let's check it out actually. So during pathing level 2 and 2 here, would put it where? Pathing, level 2. 1,280. Not sure if that's worth it right now. We could build harbораges instead for this. Like here and here. Especially here. Oh, the 4th done. Pathing, harborage 4's done. Which increased our burger cap to 8k. That's a lot. Also, we have massive immigration from peasants towards residents here. Nice. So the economy is booming here. 200 take power. 200! Oh. I think that's the largest province in the world right now. Most likely. We could check in the ledger actually. And trade value with 10 is also insanely huge. What does Lahish have? 120 at least. And half the trade value basically. So let's check the ledger. Country, provinces. Province overview. No, that's ours. Here we are. It doesn't tell trade value. So our base tax is the 4th best of the world, basically. The income. Interesting. Is there something like trade value somewhere? To trade here? Yeah, we upgraded Red Sea to the 6th best already. Yeah, doesn't tell you which population builds some harborage levels, so we can actually continue here with harborage level 3. 600, yeah, we do this. I mean, we could also upgrade Al-Mukha. Maybe you we were talking about Al-Mukha here. Not 3, but level 2. 800. Ooh, that's also a lot. We don't have a benefit of... Oh no, it has 80 commerce actually. Yeah, maybe we want to build a harborage here as well, level 2. But we also want to build pathings here now, soonish. To get at least to IP, for example. So that's also a project. Pathing level 1 here. Let's first of all do commerce again. And Osmogan, we can... 50 ducats or loyalties. Definitely loyalties. We can trade some favors here. And probably we can vassalize them when the annexation is done. Okay. We can do the admin tech here. We can also do the military tech. We can pick a new idea group, which is going to be exploration here. Problem is just that we don't... Wait a second. We can start colonizing here. Yeah, they also got this one already from the passive colonization thing. So we could get to... We need 500 though to get the colonist here. But it's extremely slow probably, right? But yeah, plus 13. Ugh. Takes forever to colonize this stuff here. Now, we wanted to check what pathing would cost here. Because pathing is also giving a commerce bonus. I think from level 2 onwards. So let's check level 2. 1000. Oof. That's maybe not worth it, because 1000 is probably what we could invest into the next harborage here. Harborage level 5. No, that's 2000, okay. But it's the next level. It's going to be another 5% commerce output, 15% fishery, burger size even further, and commercial upkeep goods cost is also going down further. Yeah, basically it's just a linear upgrade to the next one, but it's double the price now from level 4. So I think we are going to delay on that one. We also should consider at some point level 4 amenities here, because population is growing quickly. We could even consider moving population to Aden, like residents in this case, from the other cities if we want to, just to get this growing quicker. Which also would have an impact on the burgers to a certain degree, because we still need to get to 4 knowledge output. And I assume that we are still miles away from this. Yeah, we have reached 1 knowledge output. Wow. So we really need more residents. And quick. Which maybe is something we can do with one massive relocation, that we get like 5,000 residents from every large town. And then we can get like 40 or 50,000 residents in one go here. I mean, how many do they have? 5,000 is maybe too much, but like 2,000 from each. Actually, that might be a thing. We could take like 2,000 from here, here, here. How much does Dama have? Yes, it's also fine. All these provinces which only have amenities 1. Oh, this one is 2 actually. And are overcapped basically. No. Sana can also probably sacrifice 2,000. Yep, can. Where else do we have cities? Here in Dufa. Yes, they can also sacrifice 2,000. So we could take these people here. Ah, we can't. It's on cooldown currently. When does it expire? Here we go. 8 years. Oof. Okay. We are going to revisit that in 8 years, that plan. I think that's a good idea. So we get started on amenities 4, probably a capital. I agree on that one. And similar things. What's that? Transport ship. We don't need a transport ship. Now let's state everything up here. There we go. And I think we have now 2 new metal mines. One was in Hirap, if I'm correct. Yes. But Hirap has no peasants at all. Great. That's a good start. Metal. So we need to wait until they have actual peasants. Everything is opened here. That's not worth it for the forestries here. Here the same. Not going to... Yeah, that's not really worth it. And this province here, it has everything opened. The other metal was here, I think. So yes. And it can also open up forestry. So we are going to do this. Timber. And then we are going to invest 10. Can't because of state reach. So we need to expand our authority just to get 2.5 state reach to be able to invest here. We also want to invest into the mine here. Now, next is Nothing to be opened here. Berberer can open forestries, so we are going to do this. Timber. This province here can also open up timber. Quite a lot, actually. And we don't need that army. Ah, wait a second. We can use that for a second. Also needs timber. Is there anything else which needs timber? Yeah, this one also needs timber. Oh, these ones we already own. So this one... So basically we open up timber. If I saw it correctly, there was also a fishery problem. We can't. Why can't we? Why can't we open fishery here? Because I don't have peasants. That's why. Now, we probably cannot. Really. -1. Oh, come on. Ooh, we are a great power now. That's nice. We are going to do the bureaucrat. No, the tribe one with the siege here. So we could now... I mean, even the great power action will not help us here. Is there anything else we need to do? We have all of this now. Ah, yeah, we want to improve relations with Alva. Exactly. So, this one. And then work towards exploration. I would like to get a level 3 advisor, but we are not there yet. We also don't have an heir. Why do we not have an heir? There should be something like pick an heir, right? Harem. Here. Ruda has harem. Okay. Oh, we got new trade ships actually, so they should also switch to the Arabian Gulf and join up with the other fleet. Are we over cap here? Yeah, okay, we have to get rid of this now. Unless we can vassalize them. Nope. So let's get rid of these troops here. At some point they will accept. Hi, freestyler. Ooh, that was a big investment. Okay, manpower is again solved now, at least temporarily. We get a lot of new tribe provinces here. We can also probably do the tributary thing again soon. Yeah, reduce tributes here. Exactly. Question is, what is the next reform we want to do? We are now on aristocracy. We could work towards aristocratic administration. That wouldn't hurt, because it also decreases gravity again. We don't have the naval ideas finished for the extended levies. I'm not sure that I want to do the peasantry reforms right now, because I still want to move population, and it will only get more expensive if we have higher peasant freedom. So that's the thing. Also, I think with Peasantry Reform 3, you are eligible for the Peasant War, which I want to avoid, actually. So I think the solution is that we are working on our state reach next, which will cost us corruption and a lot of other things, which we should avoid. We already have 62% corruption, which is a lot. And So let's see. Ah, that costs us clan loyalty. Ugh. Printing press and Paderborn. Ah, yeah. That's quite far away. Yeah, we can do the next. Actually, maybe it's not that far away. So these ideas at 750 here. We probably can skip or delay this one. Good night. It's not that late yet. At least for me. Okay, Alva. Yes. How about an alliance? Perfect. Yes. Now we have the alliance here. And how about... Yeah, they would join, actually. So if we do the reconquests here, we would call them in. Growth of the economy, plus 10% global trade power. That's a nice one. They have 60,000 manpower, basically. We have 89,000. But the only considerable troops are Ethiopia and Kafar. So Ethiopia is still extremely behind, and Kafar is a bit behind. Yeah, a bit. Who do we want to rival? Definitely not the Mamluks and not the Ottomans. How about Hungary? Improve relations here again. Allied to rival? They rival Alvar. Okay, interesting. That's a problem. That might pull us into a war at some point. Okay, we are going to prepare for this. I actually want to do this. Because we don't need to rush this technology here, so we can actually delay it and therefore finish up naval and do work to get towards volunteers here. Which is probably pretty good because we have a decent state reach here in the core provinces already. Yeah, 23%. Could be worse. And we're going to do like 1 or 2 bureaucratic expansions. Expanding state reach, I mean. Okay, we are pretty... Yeah, we can do a spy network after the war declaration. Let's pick Hargeisa. Alva has 19,000. Yeah, that's going to be a nice one here. On to war here. Okay, this one over there. Severe looting, of course. Who's not joining? Dankali. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I mean, that's decent because then we have a blocker here, so everything has to be going through here or through the desert here. Natural leader, pious or gregarious. Let's say natural leader. Ooh, I don't like the name. Ismail. Why not? Okay, and let's put this one on spy network here. Do we want to siege this first? Probably, yeah. And then go for these armies here. Alva is also sieging first. That's going to give us a lot of money again. We could also check if we want to invest again. Ooh, yeah, they are 95%. Let's put 100 in there. And Lahish is at 92%, so they get 50 ducats. Really nice. Also, they're building amenities again. So the population here in this province, or the burghers rather, are building stuff for us. Nice. Is there anywhere else as well? I mean, the burghers are super rich. So that's no surprise that they start making stuff. Yeah, I think we really need to do the population migration thing for getting more residents into Aden to have any decent chance of getting the literature institution in 50 years. Yeah, the building here is something as well. Garrison. Interesting. Nice. So the plan is that we give everything here to Ifat, which should be a good idea, I guess. Yeah, loot it, please. Who's at war with us? Everything. Nice. What's with these guys? Can't they? Ah, we don't have access probably, that's why. Let's loot here. They have 26,000 troops, 28. They are sieging Alva currently, so we can't help there. Recall from the Mamluks. Let's siege this stuff here. Do we want to siege down here? Or do we want to go into the center here? I got the feeling that if we don't help Alva, they are going to get pushed out of the war pretty soon. First of all, let's give all of these to Ifat here. Yeah, maybe we should go to Amha and get the connection towards Alva, if we can. So you go here, siege this one first, and then move to Amhara. Our vessels are sieging in the south, fine. Did they get stack wiped? Okay, apparently. Yeah. It's dangerous territory here, maybe. Maybe I should be more careful. This one should also go to... No, oh, not to... Oh, there is a connection to us? Through here, okay. Do we want to go over there, though? I guess we want to. We need to help them. A bit risky. A bit risky. But I'm sure it will not end up like the war against Baluchistan that we had back then. So let's merge up here. And then try to defeat some troops here. Where do we want to go? Down here probably. If we can stop this one, that would be massive. Yeah, they are very good. So we go here. And then we support them here. Oh, they even stopped. Okay, we go to Soba. We need to free their capital again. That fell really quickly, actually. Can we... No, let's just focus on Soba here. Because we don't want them to drop out of the war. That's the worst thing that could happen. Because then we are alone, which is dangerous. So our vessels are doing a good job down here. Hey, they defeated the Ethiopian core troop, basically. Nice. Ah, that's bad down there. Okay, Soba is done. So let's actually move over here again and try to defeat the troops of Hadija here. We have 22% war score. Let's see what we would need for these. We also want to give to do return course here. Yeah, I think 38 is the minimum work what we want to do here. Just to restore the historical borders the game started with. Ah, it was so clear that they... Oh! They finished the siege beforehand, that's good. Maybe we can profit from this. Maybe. But our army will take forever to reach this. It's already our best general with a lot of maneuver, but... Come on. Alva, meanwhile, is reconquering, that's good. Yeah, let's first defeat this one. And then move to Davaro. Because this might... Nah, it will not fall. Not anytime soon. Yes! We are technologically superior. Oh, we are fighting everything here now. Going to be a little bit manpower intensive, I guess. Ooh. Ooh, we might lose this. Yeah, we lost this. Ah, but we took a lot of troops with us. And we're just going to come back as soon as we can. Compensate the traders. Yes. That's fine with me. 17k. So they retook stuff here. That's very fortunate as well. Now, the 38... We maybe don't want to... We don't need to take this one, actually. Yeah, that's a minimum goal we could aim for already. Just to prevent too huge manpower losses here. But we are not in a hurry here. We need to retake this one there. Just to make sure everything is fine. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad here. I don't want to fight this, actually. Davaro and Kaffa, that's the best troops they have. We could get out with this piece here, actually. We could probably take some money as well. Yeah, 50. So I assume that's a good deal. Yeah, that was a good deal. I think that was a good idea to stop it here, right in that moment. Succession in the Crimean Khanate. Oh, they went against Ottomans. Yeah, because they are probably too large. Funny though. Okay, can't make a claim, right? So to use our spy network? No, we can't. But now Alva should have a higher trust to us. Yeah, only 45, okay. But we still gave some stuff. Well, whatever. We have 800 ducats again. What do we want to do? They are already building amenities here. So maybe we want to build a pathing here, actually. Level 1, 460. Oh, that's a lot. Stupid desert. I don't know. Maybe let's just save up some cash. Oh, wait a second. We could check what the capital costs are. If you were to build a capital level 1. Capital level 1. 2000. No. Not yet. No. I'm not going to do this. 2000. No. That's not worth it right now. Okay, we need to send our diplomats to subjects here. What's about these guys here again? Still don't want to, really. We can get more favors again. Maybe that helps. No, it's 78. Well, who else is disloyal currently? It's only Dankali. Yeah, we could increase trust with them as well. Just give them everything we got. Don't change much, but it's still something. In their liberty desire. Yeah, didn't really do a dent, but... Dankali isn't that important, actually. So I think I'm going to delay any further annexations here due to the fact that we want to get exploration going. That's much more important. And therefore, let's be conservative here. Oh, manpower. We evaporated manpower in this war. Not ideal. Of course, also all of our reforms and these interactions with the estates are costing us a lot of dip as well. So that's something we also have to relax on now. What I want to do is, however, one expensive bureaucracy, and then we have to do the promote chiefs again. And we should do the grain dole to stay stable. And that should solve our rebel problem. Perfect. And we can probably consolidate here. It doesn't change anything. We are only 2 above, that's fine. So we just train Union of Podlo. They are slowly progressing towards Commonwealth. But Sovia is still interesting. I think that's a bug, actually. But Teutonic Order also didn't disappear yet, so they didn't take it out. Which is also odd. Pomerania is large. England has done progress here. Yeah, I think France is slowly losing. Even Castile got a part of France, and they are back in North Africa. Even though they still didn't take out Granada. Granada even got 1 province here. So the Castile must have lost 1 war at some point. Galicia is again taken over by Portugal. That's nothing I ever saw before. Peasant war has ended here. Now, how about... Please tell me that's going to put you over the threshold. Yes! Nice! We can vassalize Osmogan. That's a very big deal. There we are. Because maybe... Yeah, they have claims and cores. Nice. That's a question if we really want to go into Fars here. We could. 41 development. They only have these provinces which are all cores of Osmogan. Do we... I mean, it's just too tempting, right? Why shouldn't we? It's also Sunni, so it's the right religion. That's a massive city we would add to our trade network. Hmm. Oh, we have to invest even more into commerce here. Yeah, the 100 ducats we put in there, they are already disappearing. Yeah, there's really a battle royale going on there. With the Timurids not going there, or rather disappearing. Ooh, Shiba and Urus, that's the one I don't know. They're slightly scary, actually. I think that's a successor state from the Timurids, which never really got out of this region here. Yeah. But we could befriend them, actually. They like Baluchistan, which is dangerous for us, because Baluchistan, of course, has the course here. Do it or not do it? Nestor, what do you think? We can actually... Okay, now we can make a... Where do we want to do something? That's true. Total land 127. How can you have more land and... how can you have more forestry than total land? That shouldn't be possible. That's actually... Oh, we can't. We have to... Oh no! We have to have our capital here in Africa to be able to colonize these guys. Okay, we don't. So we can't. That's annoying. But doesn't matter. Colonial ideas. Ooh, we can... 15 prestige, yes, please. Discover India. We don't have a trader there. Sub-Saharan in Sanish. What's that? We don't have a trader there either. We don't even have one in Somalia. I need more traders. Urgently. So, I would say we do it. And we befriend these guys here. Even though they don't know us yet. Unknown attitude. Yeah, I know. Because we can drop Alba at some point again. Horn of Africa. Discover India. These ones are still... Need to fix these ones. They are in the wrong order. Yeah, I guess let's do it. Jalarids are also basically dead. We could also befriend Al-Fadl long term. Choose native policy. Native oppression here, please. And... So now we do the expedition thing here. And afterwards we start working on dip tech here. Full speed ahead. Okay, let's get our army there, and then we could already start right now, right? Reconquest, what do they have? 5,000. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I guess. They refocus fast though, because it has the highest depth. I definitely want to loot it. So you stay here. What? Where are the other 2k? Where are my... Oh, that was the trade fleet I just stopped. That's my mistake. Arabian Gulf, yes. Oman doesn't exist. You mean the city, Muscat here? They're up to 54 commerce, so they are growing slowly. The main problem currently is the lack of burgers, basically. But they are super rich, as we can see. 10,000 comfort fulfillment and 8,000 luxury fulfillment. Everybody wants to be there. We could consider buffing that city further with the money we got. For example, building average 3 to just make it easier for the burgers to grow. Because it increases the cap. But it's basically the only city we have here in Oman. It's also probably the only with a proper natural harbor. Come on. Looting fast, probably going to be a lot of money. Looking forward to it. Let's take these troops out here. And then move too fast already. Bye, bye, bye. There we go. And move too fast itself. Come on. And we move them here. Select an expedition. So Arabia probably doesn't have anything. East Africa is the question if there's anything left which we could take. So let's check them. East Africa. Oh, that's even down here. Okay. The lowest score is at 23, as I can see it, and we are 26. I don't think that will work, but defensive scores calculated for military plus defensive bonus from consists of 2 plus 2 times sport level minus 5 if colony. Yeah, so it's very unlikely. Arabia doesn't have anything uncolonized, right? No. Okay, so we are going to try East Africa. Let's see what happens. Worst case, we just get cash for maps and stuff. That would be fine with me as well. Now, yeah, I think I'm going to improve Muscat here a bit. So that's going to be our next... It's an omen. Oh no. I don't like this, so let's do a tax relief as well. Population-wise, they could use amenities too, and they could use a harborage level 3. So let's start with the amenities level 3. How much do we need for this? No, not level 3, level 2. Yeah, level 2. Again, influential burgers. Amenities level 2. 600. Yeah, let's do it. And then the next project is immediately the harborage level 3. 900. Okay. That should be easy. Should be relatively quickly, especially with these wars. It's going to improve the economy of Osmogan massively, which they hopefully pay as tax to us. And in trade. They had -2? How? Vessel fee, fleet maintenance. Alright, why do you have such a big fleet though? That's a mistake, I guess. Yeah, they have 9 ships. That's way too big for such a small nation. But AI, doing AI things. Jalarids, do we have anything against them? Ooh, that's a claim. So let's actually loot the Jellerids as well. Just take some money out of it. Loot Shiras, yes, please. So Persia has been looted like crazy anyway here already. 1, 2. Now it works. Osmogan. 11 aggressive expansion. Cheap. Nothing is left, right? Nope. 190 cash to us. Let's merge up here. There's a rebel uprising. Mogadishu. That's going to be soon, actually. El Fatal is attacking them as well, so let's try to take some loot while they getting annexed anyway. So we go 7 units here, 7 units here. No way, we got a province? We got the harbor down here. No way. That's funny. Yeah, okay. So I guess we continue like this. I mean, I'm not complaining because that's nothing. But it is a natural harbor, right? No, not really. Still, that's funny that we got something down here. We still need a proper port down here. So the best. So Zanzibar, of course, is something we want. I'm not sure about this thing here. Oh, it's decent. Oh, you're right. I could go after... Ooh. Yeah, I could go after these guys here, but they are military tech 24, so they are equal. That's not really a good thing, but Tishimake here is alone. Yeah, that might be thing. So we are looting, of course. Let's get what we can here. And we're just getting new maps. We now see China. It'll be quite interesting to see what is in Indonesia. Come on, game. A lot of stuff happening this time on the 1st of January. I'm not sure why Osmogan is not doing anything with their troops here. They have 6k on that island. Okay, Great Ming. Korea expanded in... Kazakh, Mongol, Ulus. Majapahit survived, apparently. And have taken quite a lot of stuff, but everything else is not out of the ordinary, let's say, like this. Ooh, West Africa we can see as well. The only remarkable thing here is that Kotoko is still alive, and that Kanem Bornu is only one province right now. And Mali is still relatively untouched. Does Portugal also go... They took Galicia now. Ottomans are doing nothing right now. Oh, we could use the Ottomans against the Mamluks later on if we want to. But I'm not sure if we actually want to go after Egypt. I mean, I would like to get Hijaz, but not Egypt. Ah, now they moved their troops. Finally. I thought that would never happen. Okay, do they have anything worth development which is worth looting? Kaman. Nah. Not massive. Why would you attack there with 3,000, my friend? What's the liberty desire of these guys now? 0. Which means you can give me your trait. Please. I want more money. Okay, that was one province. What are you doing there? Freed rebel delivery service. %. Yeah, we don't need any of the other exploration ideas right now. So that can wait, actually. We should finish military now. Yep. And this opens up the military reform path. If we want to. Which we should. We should get to volunteers as soon as possible. Why is our income dropping that hard? Fleet costs are relatively high. Yeah, taxation is dropping. Why though? Is it our property which doesn't exist? No, it's the burger fee obligations which they are not paying currently. So the tax income here has dropped, right? Yeah, it's down to 5. Well, fine with me. We are making money from looting right now. And plus 14 is still high. I'm leaning towards giving these two to Osmogan here. And then take money for the rest. Something like... Yeah, if Fatal is taking a lot of stuff, we can loot these two here, I guess, and then we get out of the war. Everything else is not worth it. Investment happened. Nice. Ooh, well advised. Nice. Idea cost. That's a bit sad that we just invested into ideas. We are going to need Alva at least one more time against Ethiopia. So we shouldn't get rid of them right now. Loot, loot, loot. Okay, go here once more. We wait for this siege to finish and then we get out. Well, it's not really worth it, but loot is loot. Yeah, playing Jellorits is really fun. Unless the Timur shows up and you can't... you are not fast enough from him taking him out, that's the problem. It's you really have to pray. But you can have really much fun in playing Jellorits and uniting Ilkhanate or Go Persia or whatever you want, basically. What's that? Ah, that's Al-Fatal. You admit to cheating. Yeah, defeating Timur is really luck-based here, or if they accept you as a vessel or something. Let's go on another expedition to East Africa. Let's see if we can double down on what we got. So now we just take cash. 240, nice. Yeah, Warps probably is not important here. Because they probably don't exist anymore soon. Let's go back here. Heal up a bit. Okay, how do we work with these guys here? Attacker against Jellerits. Oh. So they are also taking stuff. This region is just always at war. Oh, come on. Oh, what's that? That's an instant disinherit. Oh, 230, that's not... No. Not going to accept that at all. Okay, get the army back home. This region we are not going to touch right now. We could go after these guys. Again. Yeah, you get a crown. Okay, and now let's investigate the military reforms. We need bureaucratic influence. Alternatively, we probably could do the bureaucratic pact again. We do need this here as well, right? Yes. No, only the levy thing. But with the influential burghers right now, that's going to be unlikely that we can get the influence on the bureaucrats. Bureaucratic expansion is going to time out in 2 years. The strongest son, 515. Okay, fine. That's acceptable. Oh no, they're at war now. Yeah, I assume they were going to be annexed here, and then we have to restart our claims. And they're already getting sieged by Antanakara. These guys. I guess then we make a claim on them instead. Maybe it's the corruption actually that is dropping our income, because we are at 61%. Where does it come from there? So we do have, as a clergy, definitely it's not. State corruption. We got 20 ducats. That's fine. Yeah, the thing is we need to do reforms now. So burghers and clergy are not really a big impact. Aristocrats are still a problem, 11%, that's a lot, but the biggest factor for the corruption actually is the state and the laws, which then increase that. And now we need to... Yeah, we need to do some reforms soonish. So really have to check for our priorities here. So basically... What? Oh, in our vessels, okay. Aduran, Swahili. In this case, let's go to Mogadishu itself here. Prepare to defeat rebels here. Also, we probably can go to war with Aduran soon again. Only problem is that we don't have claims. There's nothing we can release most likely here. Because Hopjo is up here. Is that something we can release here? Hope show, yeah. Or we just give everything to Mogadishu. Then annex it diplomatically. Or we just eat the dip at some point and just take it out. I think that's the better way. Okay, we have 1,000 ducats here, so we are ready to build the Harborage 3 here. Ah, the population resettlement has timed out. Which means we can investigate... Nah, it will definitely be too expensive. We need like 400 money at least. Also, we still need to get started on the amenities 4 here, I guess. Oh no, we have 108,000 cap on residents. So that's actually... And they're still building amenities. Nice. So that's not a problem for us right now. But we still need merchants. Why are we not getting merchants? I mean, we have even important center of trade here now. And major here. +1. +1 here. +1 here, that's 3. Yeah, these ones basically don't count because it's not a culture. We accept, yeah. And culture conversion is basically not existing here because it's accepted. So it would rather... Yeah, that's not easy to solve. And Benadi has its own culture, so even if we annex them, we wouldn't get a merchant from them either. Oh, that's a problem. That's really a problem. That annoys me a bit. Ah, secularization has timed out. We are down to 7% on the clergy. I think the properties have gone down again. The income has gone down again as well. So we are getting somewhere. They're getting slowly bought out by whoever, like burghers or nobility, whoever has money. Now we can take dip 24, but we basically need 25 for everything we want to do. 150 here, 150 I think here as well. Yeah. So let's get to stability 2. And then we can check out these reforms. And there we are. And let's align. Lose 1 stability, that's fine. And we can do the reform here. We want to. Yes, we want to. Further reform. Do volunteers. Enact it. It's only plus 30% stability increase interval. And only 15 loyalty on the nobles. Which we can fix by doing these 2 things here. It is own and privileges. Condemnation of Jan Hus. So they are spawning the Hussites now. Let's see what that will provoke here. Also, this is a very messed up Central Europe setup here. With France still existing, not dead. And there's, I remember Bohemia blobbed a little bit into Saxony and stuff like that. But there's also a powerful Scandinavia and Pomerania and Bavaria and Milan and Savoy. So that's... Even Sardinia has formed. Interesting. How did that happen? Because that must have been released from Aragon. They even lost the course there. So, Hussites are present. Just a question if Bohemia will convert and what that will cause in the end. Yeah, no, we have to be conservative on the dip. We want to get to 25 as fast as possible now. So after the reform, East Africa again. Hussite League has been formed. Try to suppress the Hussites. Yeah, that will not work, most likely. That will spread the Hussites even further. Now, yeah, I'm leaning towards doing one more war against Ethiopia here. Do we have claims there? We do. So we would go after claims here. And then afterwards we remove the alliance with Alvar. Probably. Yeah, probably we would remove the alliance with Alvar here. Or we keep it and annex something like Ifat itself. Which is probably not that big. 71, that's still a lot of dip. Yeah, Dankali is out of the question because of the Mamluks support. We are lacking dip. That's annoying. Because I want to ally Shiba and Urus, most likely. So we have them. I like the idea that we take them as support against India, if possible. So import commerce further here. Oh, we have 40. We take this one as a claim. The problem now is that we probably can't declare war here. Because of the massive troops that they can muster. Oh, no, they can't. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we just want to continue and make a second claim here, and then we can take these two provinces. I like that thought. And then we can start conquering Madagascar from there. And integrate that into the economy. Now, let's see here. Our 655 commerce. We are at 11,000 in food value. Still a lot unresolved. Quite some raw trade as well. 1,800. A little bit of industrial actually from Damascus. Exotics with 15k is of course also a lot. Wait a second, what was 11k at the end? That's food. It's not the end. The property itself is still profitable with 490. And our burgers are growing with almost 0.09 per year. Yeah, we can continue investing into commerce here. So, yes, yes. We can check our other commerce places as well. This is fine like it is. And you are also maxed out, basically. Sana is at 25. And growing, hopefully. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, where's our commercialization current? Oh, now we don't need to take the tech. So commercialization has... Ah, it has even reached Muscat. That's why the commerce went up that significantly. And Dufar is almost done as well. So we should also invest in Dufar. Because the skill value will go up. The skill cap will go up significantly from having the commercialization present there. Now, let's actually do something. Ah, not the wrong one. So we're going to make an end of this episode here, or the stream, rather soonish. Because I have to go to sleep. So let's check our industry here, actually. As we can see, we currently have a food surplus, most likely because of the annexation here of the Horn of Africa, which got us mostly tribal stuff, which has food surplus. We have a salt surplus, although a minor one. We have a fiber deficit. We have a fuel deficit. We have a raw materials deficit. Oh, it's less severe than expected. Exotic goods deficit as expected. Timber as expected. Luxury is okay. Ooh, we even have a consumer good deficit like crazy. And industrial. Oof. Yeah, our urban economy is not healthy. And we produce 338 commerce. That's really a lot. The problem is really that we can't do much to improve our urban industries anymore because, I mean, the population is growing and we have amenities, but yeah, they just have to grow. We can't grow fast enough. So we are outgrowing our own industrial base, basically. Angry mob. I'm sure you can handle that yourself. Religion-wise, we are also almost finished in regards to our own provinces here. Madagascar will be a challenge to convert. Actually, we can think about what the next idea group will be. So, of course, colonialism would be tempting, but that's unlikely because we are not anywhere close to a colonial nation. We could, of course, go to... We could try to get to Brazil or something. Let's see. So we get South Africa at 26. Indonesia, Malacca, Southeast Asia, and Philippines at 27. That's more important, actually. 29, Central Africa, Northern China, Southern China. Yeah, at 30 we would get Southern Brazil. And Northern Brazil. Maybe we want... But take colonialization for this? Colonialism? I don't know. Can we trigger that, though? Can we trigger Colombian imports, though? One of the following. Colonial subject whose capital is the New World or capital in the New World owns a province outside of the New World or Oceania. That basically requires us to get a subject in southern Brazil. But we can do this with the normal expeditions. I'm not sure that I want to do colonialism. So let's, as an alternative here, we could consider reforming military further. Then we would need to pick another idea group. I guess Grand Fleet is not counting towards that. Nope. So if we want to stay like in a economic focus, then probably quality would be something. And not quality, quantity, because it gives metalworking and mining skill. Garrison costs. It's okay. Maybe logistics. Quality just increases our punch of the army, which is not, it's not bad. Good one. Logistics gives us also navy stuff, which is not bad. Pathing, harborage costs, that's attractive of course. Garrison costs. Yeah, logistics is generally good. The E modifier is of course also nice for this terrible Arabia here. The CE here and Somalia. I mean, Grand Fleet doesn't count. And fortification is not really necessary. The other things would be that we maybe do economic, which is in general very good. Because we have problems with our urban industries. We could also go into free trade if we want to. Trade skill is there. Trade efficiency is there. Trade power abroad. Trade steering. Admin. Port maintenance, we don't care. Inflation reduction is okay. Harsh treatment, we don't care. Advisor cost is not really relevant. It's okay. Admin could be done. Does Empire have anything? Pathing. I mean, civic religion. No, scholastic religion is also definitely an option because it increases institution spread, which will be a problem late game. Manpower recovery speed is always nice. Institution embracement cost is decent. Tolerance of heathen will be a problem, so that's nice. Education skill is nice. Prestige decay is also nice, and technology cost is nice. But I'm somewhat leaning towards free trade or economic, actually. Culture doesn't have anything, right? I think I need to buff culture. Yeah, Yeah, so the goals for the next years, basically, before the institution pops. Casual literacy. Which we should be able to invent. Yeah, we definitely military or admin idea groups because of the Diplo problem we currently have. But that's anyway, it's like 40 years away, the next idea group. Casual literacy is going to increase education, right? Let's see. So we have casual literacy that we are going to get relatively soonish, like 39 years from now. Colombian imports should show up mid-15, so like in 100 years, maybe. That's also going to be quite nice for us, because the new crops should help us here in East Africa as well. Scientific method is 16, right? Yeah, 1620. That's a long time away. Yeah, I'm leaning towards economic, actually. Because we have such a big problem with our urban production. Defenestration of Prague. With the monarch's support, the Romanists began to deal with the Hussites, seizing church and communication priests. In response, both noble and peasant Hussites marched in protest, but the situation remained peaceful. That changed during a march in Prague, when a march turned into a riot. Laid loose on the city, the Hussites attacked the palace, sending defenders fleeing and slaughtering the hapless monarch. News of the murder shocked the countryside, further polarizing the two camps. It was now clear that the Hussites had come too far to back down. The Hussite wars had begun. Yeah. That will be fun. Where is Osmogan's army? They had one once. Why can't they defeat their own rebels? They don't have an army anymore. Funny. Do we want to help them? No, because Swahili separatists are going to spawn up soon. So we just let them there. But our income is constantly going down. Yeah, it's really the corruption. Over force limit again. I mean, that's not too... Oh no, our general died. We do need a new one. Train a bit. So to get the corruption under control, we could do some kind of corruption measure here. Explore means to... Like provincial corruption for 10 years. That might be something we could do. We don't want to do revitalize the administration. No, we don't. But that's something we could investigate, and actually... Ooh. These don't cost dip. That's a good thing. So we want to reduce corruption. Sale of offices sounds like something we should do. We lose a little bit of loyalty on our state, which is fine with me. Administration cost is okay. We would get 15 state corruption, but that's fine with me right now. This is a very good reform, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. Because it reduces state corruption and the provincial corruption. So our source of corruption will go down significantly. We also need to do the bureaucratic wages relatively soon. So that would be the livable sales. Livable salaries. Oh, that's 40 state reach. Okay, we are far away from that. Then it's something like... Okay, we are already on fees as incomes. Okay. So maybe formal contract is something we can do relatively soon. Organized bureaucracy would also be a very good thing. Also increasing administration costs, but that's fine. Literacy tests is nothing we need, because it doesn't really play a role for corruption currently. The formal structure thing is something we should do at some point. But we are very far from 50 autonomy on average. So it's probably something like standardized recruitment, elite power from autonomy. That's a good thing. Yeah, we need 25 state reach as the next goal, and then we need to do some reforms here on the bureaucracy. We are very close to this right now. Yeah, so we're basically there. So the next years we are going to do these kind of reforms to get the corruption under control. Reduce tributes. We are going to renew this one. And actually, let's investigate our clergy once more. Because I want to get rid of them once and for all. So, let's see what power and economy income they have right now on 7% power, 9% loyalty. They're making 23 ducats. Their power is... Yeah, I can show an autonomy map in a second. Yeah, I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do anything here right now. I want to save the mana points here. Do we need to... No, that should be fine. Yeah, 60 loyalty. They also have a negative income currently. So our autonomy map is terrible. So we have two projects basically. We need to improve the Yemeni hinterland here, which we already started with Sana and the road we have here in the port. Then we need to get some ports going here in the north, which we are already working on in Muscat. So maybe we need to... Yeah, we shouldn't focus on these two provinces. We are getting a port here. And then we need a port here. So right now the only port we have getting in the future is here in Benadir and Zila. But that's not good enough. So actually we need something here on the east side. But the problem is they are all lack of natural harbor here. Then I assume that there is nothing. No, it's only Benadir and Zila. And maybe, if we are lucky... Yeah, we could use this one. So, we could build up this province here. So... What do we have here? 5,000 residents. So first step here would be to actually build amenities 1. Yep, let's do it. So we're going to get a harbor here. So Kotwa is also lack of harbor, so that's lack of natural harbor. You can just ignore this as if it doesn't exist here. So we're going to make a harbor here. That will solve at least this part here. And the other thing here down here, that will be a problem until we integrate Mogadishu itself at some point. And then we can work with pathings and stuff like this here. Because we are not going to make a harbor here. I mean, do we have commerce here? No. We have no cities here. No. We're not going to make a city here. Not worth it. So the next city here is in Hopja, which has a little bit of commerce, so that we could make a harbor here, but extremely expensive because of lack of natural harbor. Not urgent though. In the end, we maybe shouldn't have stated this part, but doesn't matter. We still don't have merchants here. Actually, we should be able to get some merchants soonish from Bengal. No, we're not going to rival Bengal, but we are going to rival Hindustan. We should be able to get merchants from the trade companies here. So the Persian one has this province here. The Indus one has this province, and the East African one is only down here in the south right now. Yeah. But the provinces on Madagascar would be part of this, right? Let's see, trade companies. Yeah, they would be part of the East African trade company, so that would be another merchant we can get from there, which is something, at least. Question is, do we maybe want to accept the Omani culture to get a merchant? Is that worth it long term? Because we don't have much dip and we have other... Nah, it's not worth it right now. Chalarit is basically gone now. What are the Ottomans doing? Venice. Okay. Really? Our Sultan is now Craven. Great. Oh, Scandinavia has basically took most of Novgorod, and Muscovy took also a part. Galich is independent of all of them. Ooh. This is a mess up here. Kazakh is on the map. Great Ming is up to here. Chastise the landowners. Yes, please. Okay, Great Ming in India is scary. Very scary. June is getting partially taken over by... Why can't... They should annex Granada, but they don't. Do they not even have claims here? They do. They even have cores. What the heck is going on there? And... Bohemia is getting wrecked now. Funny. Ah, there's the rebellion we waited for. It's down here first. Okay, so we have to ship over here. I think we can make the claims. Yes, that's the second one. And could we attack them? We could. The question is if we can make it work. Maybe we need enough transport ships to transport the whole army in one go. So we need 14. Didn't find opportunity. That was to be expected. So we need 2 more transport ships here. For getting over to the Madagascar Peninsula. No, Peninsula, Insel, Island. Okay, here we go. Maybe we should have waited for morale. Well, not ideal. Because there are another 7k coming over. Unnecessary losses. But we will survive here. Now corruption is going down again here, state corruption at least. Question is now that if our bureaucracy corruption will also go down significantly now. Okay. Here we go here. And then we heal up again. The rest can be done by the vessel. And we should actually improve relation with our vessels here. We are 2 years away from the next military tech, 27. They have 25. Yeah, I do think that I want to wait for this military tech, prepare everything, and then in the next episode or next stream, we are going to attack Madagascar here. Let's check out what they got actually. So that's 740 forestries and 699 farmland, of which only 100 is used. And up here we have 900 forestries and 200 farmland, of 100 is used. Yeah. That's going to be a breadbasket for us here. They currently have a food output of 3.2. That's before the whole thing of the Columbian exchange. So let's put it in comparison. What is a good food province? I think Thada was a good one. We have 1 as output here. 2.2. 2.4. 2.5. 2.4. Yeah, so basically they are significantly better. Would be a shame if we are not going to exploit that. Okay, let's get the fleet over here. And money went down to 11 now. Let's see our corruption. Ooh, our stability is going down. That's not great. Let's go up again. Decaying by 1% per year. Feels better than before. Now they even have a pretender rebel? Really? I guess we have to help them now. Before they end up in a disaster or something. So we don't want to... Okay, go here. Why did they stop there? Oh, probably because they are too low here. Okay. Nothing we need to do here. Oh, we are almost at dip 25. So the exploration game is going to continue. Nice. Of course, we are going to take it immediately. I don't think it's worth waiting for the recent reforms to expire. Nope, that's 3 years from now. So we are going to take this tech. And we can actually do it before January, so the next expedition event should be triggered. Okay, let's take this out here. Where did they go? Why are they not making peace here? I don't get that. I mean, we could offer them access actually. Maybe that would help. Maybe access is a problem currently. That's an option. So let's actually do this. Oh, they don't want to. Okay, then suffer and stay there. I'm not going to siege this one down. Not worth the attrition here right now. My vessel should do something alone. I guess they are basically in a loop of trouble here. Yeah, they had 0 legitimacy, negative prestige. Yeah, I'm not sure if they can stabilize on their own. Ah, Draconulus, okay, yeah. Okay, now we can... Western India, Southern India. Let's actually look at them. So Indian Ocean is something we definitely want to do. I mean, Arabia is where we are. East Africa, we already saw that it's hard to get anything. Western India. Where are you? Western India. That's all colonized. Then Southern India. One undiscovered province. That doesn't... that might be the not Andamans, but that one island. Okay, and then Indian Ocean. Yeah, just tells us that there is a lot of undiscovered stuff. Okay, so we are going to do Indian Ocean here. Then we are going to separate free trade ships. Do we have old ones? Yeah, we do have old ones. Oh. I think these ones are older. So you continue trading here in the Arabian Gulf. And then we need an explorer. But we can already move here. And our army can transfer down here as well. And get ready for our adventure on Madagascar. Our income is down to 5. Cost limit. It's not cool. We're going to promote the Chief Captain again just to get our tribes a little bit more loyal and give us manpower. And where are they currently? 50% now. Yeah, we're going to invest into one royal marriage here with them. So now, Lahish requests, yes, definitely. We need 36 for an explorer. So, let's do it. And we are going to start exploring the sea first. And let's go to war. Here. Ah, we wanted to wait for this technology, right? That would be a year still. Is that worth it? I'm not sure. Probably we should though. 66 here. We get prestige, right? When we discover stuff. Oh, there was something like that. Or was there not? Nee, the Maldives are discovered by now. Or is it the Lankadives, which we don't know? It's the Lankadive Islands, which we don't know. Interesting. So maybe these are the undiscovered problems the game was telling us about. Okay, they are allied to Betsimikara, Raqqa, and Sakla, whatever. If we do a total war here, so we both... Okay, no, they pull in a lot of other people. Although they are small. Okay. It would be the whole island. I mean, we have the admin actually. So we could be bold. Get this technology, 27. I mean, we could at least try it, right? What did we get? What did I click away? We didn't get a province, right? Ah, now we got it. Ah, we got maps. Nice. Still better than nothing. So yeah, this is the trade. These two trade post provinces here. That were I was talking about. Yeah, it's right. We can just annex them, basically. That's what I was thinking about, but it costs a dip in the end. So the question is it worth the dip points to just go after them, or should we just invest diplomats and make claims, basically? We definitely want to annex them. And making claims would also reduce the admin costs, but probably not that much, right? 38. 48. We can't make states anyway because of company region. There's also this island here. We want them all. Yeah, maybe I should just put my... How evil do we want to be here? That's the question. That's a big question here. Yeah, I'm going to leave that question for the next time. So we are not going to continue here because I really need to make a stop here. So next episode we are probably going to focus on this Madagascar question here. We definitely want this tech and then attack. And we really need to solve our dip point problem somehow. Which has impacts on our reforming. But at least we don't really have a church. That's good. And we are... Ah, nothing's happening here. I mean, we are pretty rich, but it's just not ending up in our coffins here. So instead, it's only plus 68. What has happened here? Their power is really increasing there. 73 commercial only. Who owns all the other commercial? Is it us? Do we own that much here? Because that would be a problem. No, we only own 1.5%. So it must be burgers and stuff. Or here in Lahish. Lahish, yeah. No, it's also 1.3%. Oh, we have 400 here. And 677 here. That's so much stuff. And they are constantly building amenities now. So they are really way too rich here. 9,000 wealth on the burgers. Nice. Well, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. But probably on Thursday again. And continue this campaign. So, thank you for watching and see you next time. Yeah, let's save first. And did I forget anything? Not sure. there anything I needed to do before I save here? Probably not.